it is Coach Raj from Functional Flex Team FFLEX. Check out this channel. Make sure you subscribe. Please, I appreciate it. Today what I want to talk about is reverse diets and kind of the things competitors go through coming from a stage physique into an improvement season and off season where you're going to have to gain some weight and do things like that. Now I'm bringing this up because this becomes a problem for a lot of competitors. A lot of bikini competitors, figure competitors, and also bodybuilders, men's physique, everything. Men or women, you all deal with this problem to some degree, right? And the reason here being is the fact that you've worked really, really hard, usually for 12 to 16 weeks, to attain a specific type of physique for your competition. Doesn't matter, again, if you're a man, you're a woman, what division you're competing in, what federation, whatever. You've trained really, really hard. You've monitored your nutrition closely. You've trained and tracked everything. You've done all the stuff leading up to the point. You've worked on the posing and everything else. A lot of hard work with a very finite goal. And then here comes comp day. You step on stage, you have a good time, you get your trophies, whatever, and then the next day now, what are you doing, right? Because now that big goal, that thing you were prepping so hard for, that goal you were so focused with a finite drive and discipline for, is now done. And this kind of throws a lot of people for a loop. And it's not very uncommon that we see competitors go into their improvement seasons or their off seasons and gain 15, 20, 30 pounds within the next month to 6 weeks after a show. And it's simply because they went so strict, they went so hard, they had such a fine focus, and then they were off. And everybody goes and eats a bunch of ice cream and donuts and pizza and whatever they can get that they deprive themselves of, and they have no real goal or any real reason to track as hard. Maybe they skip the gym, everything, and now they're in a spot where they really don't like where they're at, where their body's at, how they feel, anything, and then they do it all again. Problem with this is the yo-yo diet, and yo-yo diet makes your body fat resilient to being burned. The more times that you lose and gain weight, it becomes harder and harder to actually lose weight. Body fat basically becomes smarter and smarter, and it fights your ability to burn weight due to metabolic damage and all these other things. So that can be a significant problem in the end. So what's the solution then, right? It's the reverse diet. And now I've done some stuff about the reverse diet on my channel before, but basically to sum it up for you real fast, and then we get to the point what this video is actually about. A reverse diet should be a calculated progression in your macronutrients, your proteins, your carbs, your fats, and fibers to increase them at a steady level to minimize the amount of body fat you're going to gain. This is going to boost your metabolic rate, get your metabolism up to where you can burn a lot and eat more calories without putting on a ton of body fat. Now, this should be calculated, this should be professionally done. I don't advise people try to do this on their own. I get the question all the time, hey, I'm going to do my own reverse diet, how do I do it? Or, hey, I think I should just try to do it. Don't just try to do this. If you mess this up, you're going to be that person that rebounds 30, 40 pounds in the few weeks after a comp, okay? And this goes for all you people that are not competing. If you're watching this now, weight loss, fat loss, whatever, it's all the same. So you got to do a reverse diet. That's an important piece. But here's what happens now with your actual progress tracking, your actual physique tracking, your actual scale tracking, all this. These things are going to go up. No matter what, no matter who you are, no matter what type of person you are, if you've been dieting for a long time, you've attained a competition physique, or you've lost a significant amount of weight, going into a reverse diet and improvement season and off season where you need to grow different muscles, where maybe you want to focus on some strength training, or maybe you need to give yourself a diet break, you're going to gain weight. There's an inevitable portion of this that you will gain weight. Now, the amount that you're going to gain does not need to be so drastic. It does not need to be 15, 20, 30 pounds. You can do it in the manner of 4 or 5, up to 10 pounds maybe. But if you do it at a slow, sustainable pace, you can actually gain muscle, gain strength, minimize body fat gain, which is our most ideal thing. But here's what happens, right? This is the thing that throws all competitors and all weight loss clients, all fat loss clients for a loop, at least, if you're not expecting it, is the fact that, yeah, you're going to look less hard. You're going to look softer. You're going to put on a little bit of body fat for sure no matter what, or just look softer at the very least, okay? And so that's going to mess with your head a bit, going from a competition physique or the leanest you've ever been as a weight loss client to now reversing out of that and getting a little bit more body fat on you, or at least looking softer because you're holding more water, eating more food, etc. It's going to mess with your head a bit because you had this kind of pinnacle peak physique and now you're kind of going away from it, right? But this is super critical that you do this. This is the only way you can maintain long-term results, you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the only way that you can maintain long-term results. It's to successfully reverse diet and then train and not go crazy. Don't ever go to the point where you gain 20, 30 pounds in the off season. keep your body within a realm where it's healthy, it's doing a reverse diet, you're getting your hormones right, you're getting your metabolism right, you're keeping everything in a good amount, you're getting stronger, building muscle, whatever you want to do, but you're not ever drastically going either way. This means when you go to cut for a contest again, or when you feel like you want to lose weight again because it's beach time, whatever, it doesn't matter, you don't do that drastic either. The body is an organism that wants survival, it wants balance. Balance is survival to the body, right? If we're in an extreme state of starvation, it's not balance. If we're overeating to an extreme state, it's not balance. What we want to do is do this in a manner where we can get a specific result and we can somewhat attain that realm of a physique, realm of a healthy body, all the way through all cutting, dieting down phases and through all building and improvement season phases. And this can be done. Now the mindset piece is what you're going to have to work on, okay? This can be done, this can be coached. Mindset is you. Mindset is what you need to work on. You need to understand, okay, off season, improvement season. That's actually what it is. It's an improvement season. The only way to make improvements is in a caloric surplus, okay? If you want to gain muscle, you want to build strength, let's say you go to a competition, they say, hey, you need more shoulders, you need to work on your legs, whatever it is. The only way to do that is to increase calories enough to the point where you get to a caloric surplus and you can put on new muscle. Muscle does not grow in a caloric deficit, which is what is required to do a contest prep, by the way, or to burn fat or lose weight. You need to be in a caloric deficit. So to maintain your low calories, right? This is what people always have a hard time with. They don't want to eat more, etc. They don't want to get fatter. But if you want to maintain those low calories, you're not going to put on any muscle either. So you're going to have an improvement season where you make 0 improvements. You're going to go then back to trying to diet down with lower calories because you never increased them. And now you're going to struggle through that phase of competing. You're going to go through it. You're not going to have made actually any real improvements. And your physique will probably decline and get worse over time. Same for all you weight loss clients, all you fat loss clients in general. If you do this type of stuff, it's not going to work. The reverse diet is absolutely critical. So you must tell yourself in advance, I'm going to see the scale go up and that's okay because this is the goal of this phase. I'm going to see my measurements go up and that's okay because that's the goal of this phase. I might see my body fat go up and that's okay because that's the goal of this phase. And it is the goal of this phase to continue to improve, to continue to grow, and to get your body into a balanced state to the point where when you come back to either do another competition or lose weight again, it is going to be far easier, far healthier, and far better for your body to do it than if you were drastically eating too much or drastically eating too little. So balance is always the best way to go. And if you deal with this mindset kind of issues, you guys can always reach out to me. I'll help you with whatever I can. I got a lot of tools, tips, and strategies for that. I deal with thousands of clients over the years, and this is not an uncommon thing. Don't think that you're a freak in nature because you're worried about stuff like this. It's very common. People work very hard, and then they are afraid to see that work go to waste. But it's not going to waste. You got to look at it as a way to continue to get better, continue to come back better, and to continue to be better overall. And that's exactly what we're talking about. That's exactly what a reverse diet is for, and that's exactly what you should be fucking doing. Please subscribe to this channel. I got more stuff coming. I'll get these daily videos rolling for you. Coach Rye is out.